Feel like you do.
All right.
Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome. And so, I want to update you with my nephew. His cancer has gone into remission. He's actually here in Kingdom Kids doing his thing. Back at it again. And one of the things that I realized throughout this entire process, Mario and I, we prayed, we fasted, along with many of you, actually. I know many of you fasted for him, and I had no clue you were doing it. Many of you were praying for him consistently. But as Mario and I was fasting, the whole time, one of the things that kept just going through my head was, it just didn't feel fair. I'm like, my nephew's 5 years old, why is he enduring this? And as he was going through the treatment, and you just see what the chemo does to the body of anyone, but especially a 5-year-old, I just look at him and I would feel overwhelmed. But I keep going back to praying. But I'm like, God is able. God is able to take care of my nephew. But at the same time, I was not going to put God on trial. I wasn't going to say, God, if you didn't deliver him, then I'm out. But I was like, God, you split Red Seas, you knocked out Goliath, cancer's nothing.
Come on.
So I kept praying. But again, every time I would pray for an extended period of time, I would just feel that feeling, this doesn't feel fair. Like he barely got to live life.
Yeah.
He's 5 years old, he hasn't done algebra yet, all the trials of life he missed him.
Glorious things to look forward to, Steve.
And it just didn't feel fair. And so, in the midst of all of that, I just said to myself, okay, I need to redefine fair. Fair how God sees what fair is. Fair within God's plan.
What's up?
And in the midst of that, one of the scriptures that gave me great comfort was Ecclesiastes 9:11. We're not going to read it. But it says, circumstances and chance happens. Circumstances, what essentially the Ecclesiastes writers are saying, things happen. We're going to go outside, and some of us are going to go out there and have a flat tire. Things happen. Some of us are going to go outside and get the best meal we ever had, and the person right across from you won't have the best meal they ever had. Things happen. And so what the writer is trying to help people understand is life and things happen.
Yeah.
For many of us in here today, we're on different ends of the spectrum. Some of us, life could be no better than it is today. And some of us walked in here struggling. Some of us are only here because our parents brought us here. We want to encourage them. And some parents are only here because your child brought you here. We wanted to encourage you.
Amen.
But we've come in through an array of perspectives this morning. And yet in the midst of all of it, I want us to understand one thing. The greatest gift God has given us is his son, but it could be wrapped up in one word, love. His love. Some of us are dealing with different issues of being overlooked, relationships that just don't feel like are going as well, family is not going as well, school's not going as well, education, and it could feel like, God, do you hear me? Is there any reason in even communicating with you? Are you present? Thank God that this passage that we're about to read this morning is in the Bible. Jesus answered this in the midst of what was really, he had a couple more months left in his ministry. And he's like, I need them to know why we need to pray. I need them to know why we need to pray. I need them to know who I am. And I'm going to do it by way of contrast. So turn with me to Luke 18.
Come on, Steve.
Verses 1 through 5. You see, what Jesus is trying to help the people understand is, it gives away the whole parable in the first sentence. Then Jesus told his disciples a parable to show them that they should always pray and not give up. He said, in a certain town there was a judge who neither feared God nor cared what people thought. And there was a widow in the town who kept coming to him with the plea, grant me justice against my adversaries. For some time he refused. But finally he said to himself, even though I don't fear God or care what people think, Yet because this widow keeps bothering me, I will see that she gets justice, so that she won't eventually come and attack me. The Lord said, listen to what the unjust judge says. And will not God bring about justice for his chosen ones who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off? I tell you, he will see that they get justice and quickly. However, when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on earth? You see, what Jesus is trying to help the people understand is first and foremost that God is your gift. God is the reason why we need to be consistent. And we're going to see, because he does it by way of contrast. But I think context is important. So it's right after Jesus talks about, at the very least, the most conservative viewpoint, the destruction of the temple. He's like, bad things are about to happen. It's about to get really crazy. It's going to feel really unfair what's about to happen in life. And so Jesus says, okay, in the midst of that, I just told you that. Now I'm talking to who? I'm talking to my disciples. I'm talking to my followers. I'm talking to people who are connected to me. I want to share with them this illustration so they can comprehend what will come in time, and what will come in the near future. And this is where we pick up. And so the character, the judge didn't care about anyone. Have we ever been in the presence of someone who looks like they don't care about anyone? I had a middle school assistant principal. That dude looked like he didn't care about anyone, but he had a family, so he cared about them. But it just seemed like he didn't care about anyone. The judge didn't care about anyone, and he didn't even care about God. So this person lacks compassion on all levels. Imagine what it's like to be in the presence of someone who doesn't care about what anyone thinks, and he doesn't care about God. There's nothing to hold it back. No boundary that they won't cross because there's no fear of anything or compassion for anyone. And so Jesus describes this person perfectly so we can understand how brave this widow is, that she would approach it. What Jesus is describing here in this parable, he's saying the judge is like God, but not God. We're gonna define that a little bit more clearly. But the judge is like God, but isn't God. The term deism, that's this idea that God created everything, but God isn't concerned with anything. And so the judge in this situation is what someone who believes in deism would look like. This judge is just low-down scoundrel. This woman comes every day. I want justice. I want justice. He's like, woman, I don't care. Like, why are you talking to me? I want justice. I want justice. I want to be connected. I want what's right for me and whoever else she's fighting for. I don't care. You know what was going on in Israel at the time? People were starting to think that's how God is. Some of our prayers, we start to feel that way, so we stop praying. Like God doesn't care. God, I've been begging you to reconcile my son. Reconcile my daughter. Help my family know you. Help me get an education. You just don't care. We go back again. God, why? Why are they walking away? They don't see how hard their life is going to be. You just don't care. God, I work every cotton picking day hard as I can get out, and I've got a promotion. You just don't care. God, I'm like, you know, Nathan's like super talented. Like, I'm like super talented like Nathan, and I got no girlfriend. I play the guitar. But we can feel that way. We can truly feel that way. Like, it's just heavy. We can feel like, man, God just simply doesn't care. God, this isn't fair. You're not fair. You see, what Jesus was trying to help the people understand is, even this crooked judge, when approached enough, when he got scared that he might get violent, was able to grant this woman's request. How much more the God who loves us? You know, but the problem is it's the waiting game. We all hate the waiting game. Yep. We've said it time and time again, microwave generation, 60 seconds, I want my pizza out. Yeah. I don't care how long it took you to make it, I want it out in 60 seconds. I want to, what's insanity? 60 days, I want to lose everything I did in the last 10 years. 60 days, I want it now. We are in the microwave generation. Get your master's degree in a month. You're like, you're a master at something. We want it now. It's the waiting game that kills us. And this is what Jesus is trying to help them understand. Don't take God's patience in the situation for him not caring. It's critical that we understand that. Amen. You see, the gospel paints this picture of a God who loves this world. A God who loves this creation. A God who so loves this world. You know, as you sit here today, you may wonder, who loves me? God loves you on top of whoever else you think loves you. And they may not even love you too, right? But God definitely loves you. God loves you. You are precious and valuable in his sight. He knew you from the very beginning. He knows the hairs on your body. There's an intimacy between you and God that no one else can ever share with you.
That's right.
You can act like he doesn't care, but he cares more than you ever think. As you sit there in your rebellion, or you sit there in doubt of him, or you sit there in judgment of him, his love for you doesn't shrink one bit.
Come on.
God is perfect. God's love is holy. God's love is complete. His justice is fair. And his plans are flawless. And so what Jesus is trying to help them understand is, as you're going to this judge, this crooked judge who can grant something, how much more can God grant you something? How much more can you stand before God and realize how loved you are? And how much he is concerned for the situation? You know, my mother is here today. I'm not going to point her out because she'd probably be embarrassed. But my mom is here today. And one of the things I love about my mother is she was super sacrificial. My mom was the type of person, if there was a little bit of food in the house, she wouldn't eat. And she had, now there's 5 of us. I got an older sister, 2 older brothers, and 1 young brother. There's 5 of us. My mom would put food on everyone else's plate before it came on hers. My mom had 5 kids. You know how much germs that is? Like, her immune system was through the roof. Like, I've never seen her sick, but I've seen all of us sick. I get near sick people I want to run. But she had 5 kids, and all of us got sick, and she was there for each and every one of us. She stood there for each and every one of us. When I was growing up, we didn't have as much at certain points in our lives. And I was able to have Jordans. My mom never owned a pair of Jordans in her life. But I had Jumpman 23, man, because she made sure I had the PS1, the PS2, Nintendo 64, Game Boy DS, Game Boy Advance, and that's because she really wanted me to have the things she didn't have growing up. My mom cared about me tremendously. She cared about my siblings tremendously. I remember when I was like 13 years old, the 4 boys, we were getting our hair cut, and I was just sitting there, and we had to wait till the last guy had their hair cut. And I was just like, I never want to have this many kids in my life. Like, I was just struggling. And I just looked at her, and she usually had the same face, but it was a face of love. Like, I was just like, you were just so patient. My siblings and I, we tried our best, but we all weren't perfect children. We all had different issues. And in spite of all of that, she never took away her love from any of us. We all brought home a different headache every day. Someone was going through something in life. When you got 5 kids, someone got issues in the house. And she just stood firm. I've never once thought for a second my mom needed a day off, because she never complained. She did what she needed to do all the time. Whenever I needed school supplies, her. I knew in that house, mommy was a recurring thing. It sounded like, mommy, I need shoes. Mommy, you cooking? Mommy, I need a ride. Mommy. Like, that was just her life. 5 kids. That's why I want 5 kids. And I appreciate her tremendously. But even as awesome as my mother is, and I wouldn't trade her in for anyone in the world, God is 100 times better. God is 100 times more giving and more loving. God has been patient with the things God sees everything. My mom didn't see a lot of the things I did, and I'm kind of confessing right now. My mom didn't see a lot of the things I did growing up, But God has seen absolutely everything, and He still loved me unconditionally, and He still was faithful to me.
Amen.
You see, the greatest gift God gives us is His love. What God is trying to show here is like, I'm not like that judge. You think I'm like the judge? You think I don't care? I hear you. That's what the passage says. I hear you crying to me. I'm aware of your tears. I'm aware of the hardships you're going through. I'm nothing like the judge. But even the judge would do you a favor. How much more me? He's like, I'm nothing like the judge. You know, some of us have the wrong idea about God. We've been encouraging people to get into the Word, and you're like, I don't want to, I've just done my walk. God cares more about you than anything you're consumed with this day. Anything that's high on your priorities list, God cares way more than you can imagine. I want us to allow this to penetrate our conscience really quickly. Despite any decisions you make today, despite any foolish things you may believe, despite how much you think you're hurting God, He loves you, and He is always there waiting for you as long as you're alive.
Amen.
He loves you, and He is waiting for you as long as you're alive. Some of you, this is the only time you're going to come in here and hear God's word spoken today. You won't be back until next Mother's Day. Prayerfully, you'll be alive. But I want you to know as you leave here today, if you got nothing else from what I'm sharing, God loves you tremendously. He loves you more than your parents can ever love you. He loves you more than any spouse or relationship could ever love you.
Amen.
So even if I failed in inspiring you, get into the Word and see this God for yourself.
Amen.
He delivers. He doesn't add insecurity. He takes them away. So I want to encourage us. This is the God who Jesus revealed to us. This is the God who Jesus showed us through His life, through His love, through the people He touched and the people He had compassion for. We're going to transition to the second point. When our faith stops, our prayer stops as well. Many of us are in the position of the widow this morning. You just feel like down and out, life is hard, things are not going well. You know, some of us are going to go out and take out our mortgage and look at the bank account and it says 140 and you already promised to kind of cover this person and that person. So you're like, it's credit card time and I'm going even greater debt because I love my mother. Some of us are in a position where in our careers, we're just feeling like we're stuck, we're in a black hole, and it's like, man, God, is this what my life is supposed to be like? I didn't expect this when I said Jesus was Lord. Some of us are in a position like, I quit on God, I did quit on God. I'm only here because my parents forced me to be here. It's nice for them to see me here. You're in a position where it's like, I quit on God for X number of reasons. Maybe He was unfair, maybe He wasn't faithful to you in your thought process at least. And this widow is in the same situation. You see, I want to encourage you, you don't need to get desperate to seek God. But some of you will only seek God when you're desperate. You don't need to get rock bottom to seek God. You don't need to be in need of justice to seek God. But some of you will only seek God when it gets that tough. You know, what I say to that is, you are hard-headed for no reason. Just seek God now, but essentially, this woman, she was like, I will not be denied my justice. I don't care about this judge. I don't care what he thinks. I want whatever it is she was seeking. She's like, I want it. And it's to the point where she even looked like she was going to get violent. Some of you walk in here and I'm just like, man, praise God who said Jesus Lord, because you look pretty violent, man. The repentant version of you. Can you imagine this woman and how upset she was that this judge who didn't fear God or man got intimidated? Some of us in our souls and in our spirit, we need to get to that point, not where we're going to get violent with God. That's no competition, you lose. But where we get to the point where we like, God, I'm just going to stand in front of you and I'm going to seek you.
Come on.
I'm going to do whatever it takes. You know, what ends up happening when we get discouraged, we quit. Discouragement is the leading cause for quitting. This woman was not discouraged. There was a good buddy of mine. Let me make this situation a little bit more ambiguous. There was a good buddy of mine. He prayed that he would find his wife. He found her in his prayers. She would like sit 2 rows in front of him in this fellowship, and he was like, that's going to be my wife. That's going to be my girl. And so I remember talking to him. I'm like, hey, you should take her out on a date. Nah, not yet, man. They would never even fellowship. You would never even talk to her. But every time we would be in a D group together, he'd be like, that's going to be my wife, that's going to be my girl. Well, the sister's married to someone else, and that brother never took back on the place. Why do I share that? Why do I share that? The reason I share that was at every point, he didn't really want it. He didn't really want to be with her. He loved the idea of being with her. He romanticized the idea of being with her. But when she was right there 2 rows in front of him, Brother B from another county came and took her. And I think with this widow right here, she really wanted justice. She really wanted. When she had an opportunity to connect to this judge and get justice, she's like, I'm gonna get it. I think there's too many of us in here, we stop praying because we stop believing God to do something.
Come on, bro.
Or we pray prayers when we actually have zero intent on following through with it. Like, God, I want to be more sold out than ever before. You wake up in the morning, you pop into video games, and you back at it again. That's not sell out, man. That's America. Some of us have these deep desires to see our prayers answered, and we pray hours on end, but your actions don't show anything. Can you imagine if this woman was at home in her living room, I want justice, but she never stood in front of the judge? How would he know? I tell you what your actions show. Your actions speak louder than words. As the old timers would say, talk is cheap. But we do need to talk to God and bring in a prayer, but then we need to follow through with the actions.
Amen.
You see, this woman really wanted justice. Some of us in here, we really want to see God do some incredible things. We want to see God restore our families. I'm encouraging you, you need to pray like there's no tomorrow. Pray like there's no tomorrow, but then put into action what you're praying for. Like, God, I want to see my marriage get stronger. Pray it, get the scripture, but then go get the help you need. And God will help you. God, I want to have an incredible career, and I want to not be in this spot anymore. Pray like there's no tomorrow. Then get up and fix up your resume and get some help to get a better career. Like, we need to be persistent like this widow. Some of us want housing. Like, it's so expensive to get a house in Miami. So I'm praying the house goes into foreclosure and that family is taken care of and they're not going through a hard time, and I'm going to get their house. Straight up. I want a house, man. I'm ready for that stage in life.
Come on, bro.
But I'm going to pray and we're going to search online and look for a house. Some of us in here are struggling with substance abuse today, this hour. You're struggling. Pray to God that He grants you freedom, but then go get the help that you need. Physical abuse. Some of us are in abusive relationships right now as we speak in this room. Some of us are in abusive relationships, and you're coming to church, which is great, but get the help you need in your marriage. Get the help you need in that destructive relationship that isn't a marriage. Some of us in here said, man, you know what, today's going to be the last day. I'm going to give God one more chance. Pray about it. And then do what you need to do to make sure that you don't give up on the greatest reward of your life. Some of the younger people are being bullied, man. I know how tough it is online with cyberbullying and in school and being picked on. You pray your heart out that God would grant you relief, but then go do something about it. Talk to someone. Get the help that you need so you can overcome that bullying. If you really want it. And I know you want it, but I want to give you the tool, which is doing something by saying something to someone else. Some of us are sexually addicted to stuff. We're enslaved to porn, we're enslaved to voyeurism, we're enslaved to all of that stuff. And we came in here this morning probably haven't looked at porn this morning. But you're like, God, I want it to be different moving forward. Pray about it and get the help you need to get. God is here and He's willing. You know, one of the more challenging things is putting into action what you believe. But that's how you know it's faith, is when you put it into action. We read Hebrews 11 all the time. Verb. By faith, he did what? Did this. It's a verb. Some of us simply just want God to do everything. God never worked like that throughout all of history if you read the scriptures. Abraham isn't the father of faith because he stayed home. That brother got up, went, took his wife with him. Some of us need to get up and take our wife with us to get the help we need.
Come on, bro.
Some of the sisters need to get up and take your husband to get you the help you need. We want to see God do incredible things. The greatest gift God has given us is His love. He's given us His people. But some of us need to be audacious in our prayer lives and audacious in our behavior as well. We need to live as if we expect to repent. We need to live as if we expect to obey everything we see in Scripture. As difficult as that may seem, God has put it there and has given us the Spirit because we can accomplish it. Imagine if we showed the world how much God loved them and it showed in our lives. Imagine if we showed Dade County this. Dade County would say, where's the One Miami Church? We need real love.
Come on.
How radically different would our city be if we just sat back and told them how much God loved them and then we showed it with our life? How radically different would our city be? Imagine if we just took this week and said, you know what, God, everything I pray about, I'm going to act upon. God, if I'm praying for better health, then I'm going to get into the gym and I'm going to work out. God, if I'm praying for a stronger relationship, then God, I'm going to sit down and talk with my spouse and tell her, let's fix this. God, if I'm praying that my family member will come back home, I'm going to give them a call today and connect with them. Imagine if we did that for 1 week, how different this city would be.
Amen.
It would be radically different. How different our lives would be. It would be radically different. You see, this woman in this parable, she looked at the judge and said, I want a change. I want something different. I want justice today. I want it immediately. And she had to wait a little while, but she was persevering. Guys, we got to be persevering in prayer. Jesus ends this parable. When the Son of Man comes, will He find faith in Miami-Dade? If Jesus showed up today, what He say? You people believe me. You believe everything I talked about. You believe everything. What He say? Man, I've never seen a bunch that didn't believe in me like this. I know what God would say to this room. He's going to say we believe because we are filled with faithful people in here. As we take communion, I want us to focus on our love for God. Focus on what God has done for us. But I also want us to focus on what God will do among us. So let's say a word of prayer.